We are going to be recapping our 2025 highlights and lowlights of the year.
The morning that like somebody ghosted us, our guest ghosted us.
Yeah, we trauma dumped and then we burned the city down.
It's one of the worst episodes ever.
We were obsessed with the beef between Bad Baby and Alabama Barker.
When we're not being like our true selves, when we're just not being us, it shows. And
the biggest transformation in 2025 was becoming a podcast that has like these big guests on.
And then her screen like got all haunted.
A lot to look forward to in 2026.
Welcome back to Blonde Highlights.
So in today's episode, we are going to be recapping our 2025 highlights and lowlights of the year and talking about all of our fun, amazing moments from the year and also some things that we're spilling the tea on that happened over the year. So get ready for 2026 with us. But first, let's get into a little segment we call What's Hot?
Yeah, what's hot?
I saw this video of this girl this week and she was shopping at a Zara, like the clothing store. And she said that she couldn't find the cash registers or anywhere, but then she saw a self-checkout. And she was just like, I'm not self-checking out at Zara.
Why do they have a self-checkout at Zara? Like, excuse me, this is not a Walmart. No, this is not your grocery store.
No, that's why I'm like, well, why like, I just like self-checkouts annoy me anyways. Like, it's okay at the grocery store when you need a couple things, but like, especially at a clothing store, like it's for the whole shopping experience, not just like grab what we need to go and then self-checking out.
But you know what? Maybe this could be a good thing. Like, okay, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say this, but like, is it like one of those things where it's like, I forgot to swipe this one and like put it in your bag? Or like, how do the tags come off? Do you have to take off your own tags?
Guess. Yeah, it probably has a little magnet thing.
That's so annoying. No, when I go shopping, I'm like, I want like the experience. I want people to be like, hey, can I help you? But like only just enough to the point where they're not annoying. And then like, if I need to help, I know that they're there. I want people taking my bags. I want it wrapped in nice paper, put in the bag. I'm not working. No.
Well, you're not checking out at Goodwill. We're checking out at the Zara.
Yeah, no.
You know what? Michael's does that. Michael's does that. The craft store, they have self-checkouts now too. And I'm like, I don't like this. There needs to be like, Carol needs to check me out and like talk about my crafting project.
Okay, so like I don't mind self-checkout if it was at Michael's, because if you just need like one thing or whatever, I get that. But doing a self-checkout at Zara where it's like you have to take your own tags off, like those electric tags for the security system, you have to take those off and like, no, absolutely not. No.
She said, I'm stealing.
Yeah, no, I'd be like, okay, well.
I'm like so anti like AI robots taking over everything.
I just don't think it's a good look. I don't.
No.
I get so flustered at those things. Like the moment it beeps, I'm like, I'm done. Like I hate it.
That's the thing. Some of the AI like robots things, it's like sometimes with technology, it is so incredibly smart. Like it can way outperform us, but they're also incredibly dumb.
For sure.
Yeah. So that's always I struggle with that. I got into a Waymo for the first time a couple weeks ago.
What's that?
The autonomous vehicles.
Ew, you went in one?
Yeah, not by choice.
Why? What happened? Or how was it?
It was fine. Like it got us there, but like there was a couple of little periods where like we were like on La Cienega and then it just like swerved over on the side of the road where like cars are parked and then it swerved back and we were like, what?
No, absolutely not. I would be so scared to go into one of those things. Like, first of all, I wouldn't be able to take it seriously. Like, I'd be laughing the whole time. And like, I would be so excited over the fact that like, there's no one driving this car. Like, I'm just too immature. But then I would also be like, am I going to get kidnapped in this thing? Like, I don't trust it.
It locks you in, takes you for a ride.
No, seriously. Absolutely not.
So what else is hot?
Okay, so I went and saw The Housemaid. So remember when I told you I was like really obsessed with that book series? Yeah. And I was listening to it on the audiobooks. So my favorite thing to do is to read a book and then if they make a movie to go and see the movie. So I did that. And let me tell you, okay, there are some changes. I'm not going to do a spoiler, but like a mid spoiler. The ending is a bit different. And I don't know how I feel about it. If you didn't read the book and you went and saw the movie, it's a fantastic movie. They did a great job. The actresses were like so on point in the film. Like it was so good. However, there were a few slight changes that I was like, I don't know. Like it's hard because you haven't read the book, so like I can't do like a full deep dive, but I'm telling you, Sydney Sweeney was so hot in that movie, and she had like these nude scenes, and I was like, I literally couldn't even help it. I was like, damn, like I hope she's enjoying that body. Like everything was like so perky and perfect, and I was just like, damn, like you go, girl. But honestly, what's her name? Amanda? I don't know how to say her last name. Is it Seyfried?
Yeah.
She was so fucking good in that movie. Like she portrayed like one of the main characters, and so good. But yeah, the ending's different. I don't know how I feel about it. A few slight changes, but yeah, that's what's hot for me.
That's what's hot. Have you seen everyone talk about that movie Heated Rivalry?
Somebody messaged me and asked me if I watched it. Is it a show or a
it's a
movie?
TV show. It's a TV show. And it's like these like Canadian hockey players, and then they start like boning.
Okay, so that's why so many people are asking me if I'm watching it. Okay, yeah, no, I haven't seen it.
But like everyone's obsessed with it. Like that's the thing. I haven't seen it yet, but everyone's talking.
Okay, I'll probably just get sick of it. I'll be like, ugh, hockey guys. Before we move on, I have to tell you, I started watching Christmas hauls on TikTok. Girl, I'm telling you, I went down a rabbit hole and I was like, what the fuck? Like, this isn't okay. And like, good for you guys. Like, that's fantastic. But I thought it was so funny because every single one of the girls is like, this is my 2025 Christmas haul. And before I show you all, I just need to start off by saying, like, I'm just so grateful for everything. It's like they have to say that as part of the trend. Like, it's so funny. And then they just go there and it's like time and time. Somebody in this one girl's haul started calculating all the cost of everything. And she said that she stopped after like 32,000.
Oh my God. I saw Alabama Barker. She posted like a Christmas present haul, and everyone was like fired up about it because she's just going through, like, someone calculated it up and it was like $150 something thousand or more. Like what someone else said it was more. I heard a couple different numbers of people calculating it, but nearly between $150 and $200,000 worth of stuff.
It's ridiculous. And, I mean, like, good for them, to each their own, but
yeah, no, but I wasn't hating on her at all. But I was just also like, well, that's just like a lot of shit. Like, but you know what my thought was about it? Because there's so much people fired up, and my thought was, I bet you more than half of this is not even from Christmas. I bet you a lot of this is her own stuff that she's had. And she purposely made a Christmas haul video to excessively show wealth because she knows it's going to piss people off and she knows it's going to go viral. And
no, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Because a lot of it was for her birthday. She got birthday presents, and she got birthday presents from each one of the Kardashians. She got like, they each got her like a purse. Kourtney got her a Birkin, like the whole thing. And she had them all set up in the back of her car.
Oh. See, I was thinking that she knows how to play the game and was like, I'll just get everyone fired up and get everyone talking.
Yeah. She's like, I'm going to resurface.
She took a break from curling that hair.
She's like, you know what? It's time. We're going to just go over all my purses and Lux. Like.
Meanwhile, this is all she does. She sits in pajamas and curls her hair. Have you seen her live?
I mean, like, how? Like,
she is eternally getting ready.
She's just curling her hair and doing her makeup. Like, I want to do this.
I don't think is she going anywhere, or is she like I'm into it. Like,
where's she going?
I don't think she's going anywhere. I don't know where she's going. Like, but honestly too, because when I see it, because she's, in LA, like, I see it sometimes at like midnight, 1 in the morning, and she's still curling her hair. And like, girl, where are you going?
She's got to be curling wigs at this point because there's no way her blonde hair would withstand that
Oh
heat
no,
for
it's
that
all
long.
wigs.
Like,
She lays her own.
absolutely not.
Yeah, she lays her own wigs. Like those are all wigs. For the most part, most of the time, it's wigs. Yeah, but like some people were like, "Girl, go to cosmetology school because, like, you're kind of good. She's good at it."
Oh my god.
Yes. So, anyways, I don't know. I'm always just fascinated
Anyways,
by her and the curling, the hair all the time, and the pajamas.
Oh my gosh, she's so cute though.
No, exactly. So we are closing out the year 2025, and we thought it'd be a great idea to kind of break down some of our favorite moments from the podcast and talk about some of the big highlights of the year, some of the lowlights of the year, and just kind of, make fun of ourselves a little bit.
Honestly, it's one of those things where, like, when I went back and I was looking through some of our episodes or listening, because I don't always listen back to our episodes. Like, I can't stand my voice. I just can't do it. But I was looking through and even just at the titles and like the way we started off last year, like, what the hell? That was like the most narcissistic move we could have ever done. For those who don't remember, Kyle and I got on the mics and we interviewed each other and just did a fucking trauma dump.
The ultimate trauma dump.
On, like, it was bad. Like, what were the titles called?
Okay, here's one. From small town to celebrity hairstylist, Kyle's journey. My journey. And then
Trauma.
wait. Okay, and then so that was my trauma dump. And then yours was from modeling to mental health and tragedy, Chris Yo's story. And then I put like on the cover image, I put like a little caution sign. It says major trigger warning. And then on the other side, I put a broken heart, and it says engagement turned to tragedy. Yeah. And so, yeah, we trauma dumped and then we burned the city down. And
oh my God. While I was trauma dumping, because I had to call in for this was before I kind of started flying in all the time. And so as I was doing that, tell us, Kyle, what was happening.
Okay, so as Chris is talking, I mean, she is pouring her heart out. Like, she is talking about like the deepest trauma ever and crying. And I'm just hearing sirens everywhere. Like, I'm hearing tons of sirens. And I was like, what is going on? What's happening? And basically, this is the day the LA fire started. But what people don't know is there was a little fire that started in West Hollywood, literally like a block and a half away from the studio. And they were able to get that fire out really quick, but still, like, that's where all the sirens were going. So there was literally an evacuation of down the road that we're on a little bit as we're filming this. And it was just absolute chaos as everything was happening. And then by the time we stopped filming, I'm like looking at my phone and I'm getting notifications and text and everything else. And it's like the whole damn city just caught fire while we were filming. And what the craziest part was is that not to go back into that trauma, but there's a business that was very connected to part of the story in a way, and that business burned to the ground while we were filming it too. And I was just like, oh no, we're destroying all the evidence, all the crime scenes gone.
It was so crazy. And then like I just remember like when we finished, you and Mark, because it was Mark that day, you and Mark were like, okay, like trying to figure it out. And I'm over here like wiping my tears, like, did I do good? It's like,
literally, I left and I remember like I had to go because they closed the road that we're on because of the fire there. And once they had got it out, but my street that it goes off of that, a bus was trying to go around it the other way, and it got onto this very small little road and it ran over a fire hydrant. And
oh my God.
So several like houses on my street got like crazy water damage to them because a fire hydrant was like shooting in the air as it was like hurricane force winds. Like, it was nuts.
God. Yeah, no, we started off on like, we're like, everyone wants to know our trauma. Yeah. We're gonna tell them. And then the world was just like, you know what? We're just gonna feed into this one.
It's like, No, so that was crazy. But yeah, we started out real deep. And then we went into like full Mel Robbins. Like we went really into like most speaker territory. We were giving life advice.
Those were the worst episodes ever. Those were like, what was that one? There was one episode when we were filming and we were just like, we started laughing through it because we were like, we couldn't even take ourselves seriously. Like, who are we right now? Like, do you know what that one is? Do you know what I'm talking about?
It's called Laughing Our Way Through Effective Communication. And we were just like, how to properly communicate. And then so we were talking about like proper communication and like getting your stuff across. But like we just couldn't take it serious and we kept busting out laughing. Like we were just a mess.
No, because we're like, this is so dumb. Like, what are we doing? This is boring. Like, what are we talking about? Like, you and I are effective communicators. But it was just so funny because we were like, let's try and like we can talk about it. And then like during it, we were just like laughing because we were like, who are we right now? And then I think it was after that we had like that talk and like we were like, hey, we got to change something up. And then I think that's when I started flying in, and it was just like things changed. But oh my god, those episodes, when you look back on, it's like, what are these? Like, who are we?
Yeah, people like them though. They were very informal on like having like, body acceptance and like setting boundaries and like stuff like that. We were doing all that and we were breaking them up into smaller little like lessons.
They were good. Like some of them were good. They were. And we did actually get a lot of feedback, especially on like the body positive and whatever. But the ones that just weren't us, like how to communicate effectively, like what the hell do we know about that? Like,
I know.
But you know what though? Like good for us because we were just trying, like it's trial and error when you have a podcast. You don't know what's gonna work. We've tried so many different things, like seeing what people like or what, like it's hard.
Yeah, I don't hate that. Like, but it was, yeah, I don't know. We did I put like playlists on our YouTube that's like blonde highlights lessons. So you can sit down for class.
I love it.
I think one of the big themes of the year, I definitely think, was the first half of the year and over summer, which this is like probably conflicting with all of our lessons we were teaching, is we were obsessed with the beef between Bad Baby and Alabama Barker.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, Alabama.
It's God's plan.
Yes.
That was so
back to back. I got flex on.
I forgot about that. Yes. So when they were like releasing all the diss tracks about each other, like that really was a time to be alive.
It was such a time. Remember, that's when I deleted TikTok for like 6 months. I think it was like until one time that I was at your house. It was just like, I was so involved and so deep into it that I was like, what am I doing? Like, I need to delete TikTok. Like, I was so invested in that drama and I don't know why. I have no clue why.
She was so upset she had to get professional help.
Not a fan of either of them. But I was like, damn, Alabama, God's plan.
That really was such a good era of the diss tracks. There were so many diss tracks in 2025 in general.
Remember when we got diss tracked the morning that like somebody ghosted us? Our guest ghosted us?
Oh my God. Yes.
We had this like huge guest booked and we were so excited and we were like, oh my God, like whatever. And then we did our research, right? And we were like, okay, cool. And then the morning of, like, zero, just like no communication. And then afterwards, we tried messaging her. And again, zero. Like, she just left me on red. And like, she seemed really excited to come on and then just ghosted. And then remember, we found these articles about her and she was like, I don't know if I should say it. She was just not.
Yeah.
She was just not for us, I think.
Yeah.
And so we were like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, we found some stuff about her on the internet and we're like, all right, well, that's why you didn't come. So whatever.
Yeah. She probably wasn't a fan of me.
No. And so then remember, it like pissed me off so much. And I was just like, fine, I'm going to get all the people that like she was like not up against or whatever. And then they came on and I was just like, okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Because that was kind of like early on in our journey with a guest. And so we definitely like got our clap back in.
Yes. Yes. Because we were like, you know what? Like, you don't want to come on, don't come on. But also, too, like, you don't need to ghost us. You can just say, hey, not available. Then we can let the studio know. I was so pissed.
I know, because we were literally here. We were dressed. We were here. We were ready to go. We spent forever doing the research, getting the episode together. Like, if it would have been so much better if she would have just been like, hey, I can't make it, you know, or something. Like, made up an excuse, not just fully ghost, which that was frustrating. But that's something that's probably going to happen, unfortunately.
To navigate it.
Yeah, exactly. But oh my God, do you remember?
We can do, hold on, wait, maybe we can do a podcast episode of how to navigate getting posted or how to navigate getting ghosted for your podcast episodes. When your guests fucking hate you.
If we just put like her face on the TV screen between us.
Oh my God.
Wait, do you remember when we had a guest and we mixed up the day and then they were like on the Zoom, whatever, and like the publicist was like yelling at us?
Oh my God. I will never forget that because my heart, we were in the line at CVS. What is the place?
Starbucks, yeah.
And I was getting my coffee and we thought we were like so ahead of the game for the day. And then we got the publicist messaging being like, hey, she's waiting at the computer. She's all ready to go. And I was like, what? And then I was like, oh my God, I mixed up the days. Like, I forget what had happened, I don't know, something had been mixed up and we were just like losing our shit. Remember, I had like full on panic mode.
Yeah, and we knew what was happening.
You handled that like a pro though.
Yeah, just because I knew, like, I just knew that you were, like, panicking inside. Do you know what I mean? I knew that you were just really upset, and I was like, I gotta be, you know, it is what it is. Like, there's nothing we can do. Like, it's already happened, you know, sometimes. And sometimes in situations like that, it's like, what can I do at this moment? If there's nothing I can do at this moment, then we have to just, you know, not do that again. But, like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But
pivot.
Yeah, but we knew what happened there with that situation. But
yeah, we know.
But yeah, so that was crazy. But like those moments are going to happen. You were also in 2025 very obsessed with Sabrina Carpenter.
Yes. Yes, I still am. I feel like Sabrina was really a part of our journey though. I do, because I kept talking about her Juno poses, her outfits. Like, I feel like Sabrina was a frequent flyer in our episodes.
No, probably in every episode we bring up her, I guess.
I just think Sabrina just needs to come on and just know that she's like a part of this. Like, at first it was Gypsy Rose, and then like that kind of fizzled out, and then it was just like so much Sabrina Carpenter, and like I still love her and she's adorable, and I Sabrina, just come on if you're watching.
Yeah,
because we know that people are watching, like the girls are watching, so like Sabrina, come on.
That would be amazing. We could have her and her like best friend, that girl.
I want her best friend on so bad. She looks like so much fun. She looks like the best fucking time.
Remember, we had an episode that was called I forget what it was fully called, but it had it in the title, Life of a Pop Star's Best Friend or something like that.
Yes. Yes.
Because we were talking about her. I think the biggest phase of 2025 is like, I was looking back through all the stuff, and one of the crazy things, because like TikTok made a little like reel for us of like all of our biggest moments, and the difference from the beginning of 2025 to the end of 25 is so crazy. I mean, you called this out right away, but you could see my weight loss really clearly in those videos.
Yes. Or how about the fact that you started wearing sunglasses? Huge thing that happened this year. Kyle wears sunglasses for every single episode. It's a thing. If she's not wearing them, it feels weird. But like, that's her look now. Like, she's got a look.
Literally, and the last week's episode, I didn't have them on. I forgot, and I was like, "Oh," and wasn't that happy. I think it's because of the angle that I'm at and the way that the light. I don't know. There's something that like bothers me, but so I love it with the sunglasses like that. But it is always like when we have like a guest on, especially like a serious guest, and they like pop up on the TV screen or they come in, and then I'm just like here in my sunglasses, like I'm like, "Oh no," they're like this bitch.
Remember when we had that really serious guest? Like we thought she was so serious. So like we dressed accordingly and like we tried to sort of be serious with her because we thought she was really serious. And then we were like, we watched the episode back and like you can just see it. Like when we're not being like our true selves, when we're just not being us, it shows and it's hilarious to watch back. But it's like, why were we just ourselves? You know, like why are we trying to like, I don't know. I guess we're trying to be like all professional for her and like we just I
Yeah.
think really respected what she was doing. So we were like, okay, we gotta like play the part. But like we can't do that anymore.
Yeah, I think that was definitely a lesson learned of like we have to be like in a situation like that we can be really serious and we can talk about serious things, but we're always going to be a little goofy, we're always going to be a little silly, we're always going to be a little like, kitschy with everything.
Yeah, we're ourselves. Like we have to still be ourselves. And you're right. Like we can have those conversations and be serious and whatever. And like we've had other guests that, you know, we've had like some heavy topics and we're able to talk about it. But like seeing us dress the part and like really try to be like business women, it was
And I think too, like if you look at like the beginning of our journey with like interviewing guests, we're very much into the questions and we're very like trying to be very careful about how we do it. And then as the year progressed, you can see us get really just comfortable having interview
yeah.
conversations, and we don't even do the questions in the way that we used to do it anymore. I feel like we're much more like we have our topics we're going to talk about, but we're not like so scripted about it.
Yeah, no. I think it's just learning curves. And I think that that's like I don't know. I think that's what's great about us is that we see things and we're like, this is working, this isn't. And we don't go so hard where like we stop the things that are working just because we're not doing them correctly. We're like, okay, let's try switching this or like get comfortable in this. So I think that's, I'm just doing like a minor humble brag. It's no big deal. Like we're so awesome.
No,
We've had such
literally.
a good year.
We have. And we ended the year a little slow, just because everything was kind of wrapping up for the year early. But oh my God, just like even going into 2026, we have some amazing guests in the DM that actually like we had a crazy moment this morning. But we can't give away any details yet with that. And then we've like big like there's things happening, you know what I mean? We may have a few meetings with some people, and it's a lot to look forward to in 2026. And speaking of
And
having the
speaking of
guest
having,
on, this is majorly like Chris's department. Chris literally shook my brain in the way that she was able to get guests booked on the podcast. And we really went in strong, which was actually really crazy how we did it. And we can't give away all our secrets, but I think that was the biggest transformation in 2025 was becoming a podcast that has like these big guests on.
Mhm. No, and you know what? I love that we've been able to connect with all of these awesome women, and you've pulled some awesome guests too. Like it's not just me, and like I just need to put it out there that Kyle does all of our editing, so the studio will like piece things together, and then Kyle goes in and she will do like a final edit and like do everything. So like we're putting in the work, like. You know, like I don't want to take any credit without giving you any credit, but like we have like our little departments that we work in, and honestly, I think us becoming a guest podcast has been so much fun, even just for us to come up with the episodes and structure the episodes. And, you know, we're journalists. At the end of the day, we're like these micro journalists. It's so much fun. It's just like the research that we're doing, playing our cute and creepy. I just feel like I don't know. I feel like we take it so seriously, but then we don't take ourselves seriously all the time. And I
Hmm.
think that that's probably the best balance with us. Like just
Yes. No,
I don't know.
exactly. And I know, like, I think, like with the guests, like the first round, like we had two other guests
Yeah.
before, but they were people that we know. And so it was just having a conversation with them and interviewing them. And that was really great. But then we first went in, we went in strong because we had, you had booked Lauren, Midwest mom from that show Secret Millionaire.
Yes.
And that was like
fresh off the show.
Yeah, and that was like the beginning of our Netflix journey into all the guests. And so we had her, and then we booked my comedian friend Genesis, and then we had the sex ed episode. Do you remember that?
Yes, that was so much fun.
Oh my God, that was like that was one of our most iconic episodes. I feel like we were just like getting into the details of sex ed.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And then Yasmin, which was amazing. We're literally like, that was one of our most viewed episodes, I feel like, with that one.
One of them.
Yeah, like Australia came through on that. And then we had my friend Lindsay back again. But then that's when it started, because once we had that under our belt, we were able to book so many more people from Netflix, like Love is Blind. And we had Nikki from Jenny in Georgia. And oh my God, so there's so many other people that came from that. You know what I mean?
And then we had all those girls lined up from Love Island, even from USA and Perfect Match. But then I had to reschedule a trip just because I had my family thing happen. And then a few of them were like, they still were trying to schedule, but they just kind of like got so busy, and things in our schedule was conflicting of when we would go back. But we've had so many guests even lined up or like in the queue, and then just scheduling hasn't worked. So
yeah, that's been hard.
In the new year.
But we definitely, like, that was a crazy thing that we leaped into that. And I like that when we bulk the episodes like that, because the first couple trips that you made to LA to shoot episodes like that, we were doing like 10, 12 episodes like in a week. It was crazy. There was days where we did like 3 to 4 episodes. What was the most we did a day? Was it 4 or 5?
I think it was 5.
And we were, oh my God, I just remember exhausted after that. Like, so that was so mentally exhausting, I feel like, to do that many in a day.
Yes. But like the best adrenaline rush after each one as well. Like, and I think that's why like the highs are high and the lows are low. Like, you go in and you're just like so adrenaline based. And then when you're done and you've like exhausted all of your energy, I think that was the night we got Chinese food and just like laid and didn't talk that night.
Oh my God, there were so many nights like that where we were just like, I can't talk right now.
Yeah, like, don't talk to me.
Do you remember the Halloween episode we did with Madison Timmons from the Most Haunted City on Earth podcast?
Yes. Oh my God. Okay, that was so much fun. And then her screen like got all haunted.
Oh my God, yeah, it shut off like it disconnected several times right at the peak of the story and stuff. That was, oh my God. Remember, like,
yeah,
I was like, because I was definitely like, I followed her and everything, and so I was like, this should be great to have on. And I'm like telling Chris, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be like, you know, ghost stories, Halloween, like just all this stuff. She gets on and straight up just like, then there was a possession and skinwalkers, and we were at the what's that one house, the Conjuring house, and you were just like, oh, yes. Oh, they know her, girl. We went to the best. We weren't messing around.
No, we went to the best of the best. Like,
that was so much fun.
Oh my God.
And then obviously, Love is Blind, the last Love is Blind season. The fact that Netflix let us have Madison on before the reunion. That was insane.
It was so much fun. And interviewing her, like, she was a blast. We had her on twice. We're going to have her on thrice, my favorite word. But we're going to have her on thrice because she's just so much fun. Like, talking with her. And then,
her
I can't believe that they let us.
Were so much fun from that show. That was amazing. But yeah, that was crazy when we had her on to talk about like the stuff before the reunion. That was just nuts that happened. Obviously, and then we had Tara, that was the victim from like Dirty John.
Yeah.
That
episode. I loved interviewing her. She just gave so much, but she was so sweet about everything. And then the way that we would just like laugh off something, not like laughing off the trauma or the severity of things, but just like different things in between. Like, she was just so like fun and giggly with certain things that I think that we really just connected with her. But again, like, I just think that shows that like we are able to have these serious conversations and talk about these heavy topics, but we're also like, having fun.
Exactly. Exactly. She brought us gluten-free cookies too.
They were so good.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
And then we had Colby on. This was really recent. And then she was a psychic medium, and she said that Chris is going to have a baby.
Said I'm gonna have a baby girl. She said I'm gonna, yeah, who knows?
So that was exciting.
Maybe
Yes.
I've got a baby now and I don't know. Yeah, no, Colby and her predictions were amazing. And then remember, like my dad came through while
Oh,
we were doing
yes.
it.
Yes.
Yeah, my dad came through.
Pull through.
Yeah.
Mm. Remember when I said that really obscene thing about your dad with Tanya? She's like, Kyle!
Yeah, because you want to have ghost sex with my.
Not with your dad.
Tanya was not having it. Kyle, I'm dying laughing. Yeah, because we did a whole thing on ghost sex. Like,
yes!
who are we? Like, what are we?
Yes! Because we were talking about like Anna Nicole Smith. She's talked about like she had ghost sex.
Yeah, the icons are doing it.
See, such a broad range of topics.
See, on Blonde Highlights, you just don't know what you're gonna get. I think it's exciting. I'm excited for 2026. I'm excited to see how we're gonna grow this year, the guests that we're gonna have on, different things that we're gonna try. And I can't wait to come back to LA. I'll be coming in shortly. Again, haven't been there because we were opening the business and then the holidays. So just didn't make sense. But
yeah,
I can't wait.
Exactly. I think we're going to work out some new like formats and stuff like that. And we're leading the trends right now. We have some tricks up our sleeves for 2026.
Things are happening, guys. So
wait, so what's your predictions?
What?
What's your predictions?
I don't know. I didn't have a prediction. I don't know. I just think that we're gonna pull a guest that's really, really iconic. And I'm not talking about the one that got back to me today. I'm not talking about her.
Yeah.
Like that is like we'd faint. I think we're gonna have on a guest that is just like super iconic. And I think that we're just gonna have like one of our best episodes.
Well, yeah, I definitely think that. Well, that's like, like in your TikTok feed, do you ever see these girls and they're like shuffling cards and they're like, there's a celebrity is watching you right now and they're gonna help you build and you're gonna become famous tomorrow. Do you see these?
No.
On TikTok?
Oh my God, no. But I have these cards. They're called Listen Bitch cards.
Yeah.
Let's pull one.
Okay.
It's like these positive like mantra cards. What is the word I'm looking for? Okay, tell me when to stop shuffling.
I don't know.
I should show my shuffle.
Okay, go.
Okay, hold on, wait. It says we're all just imposters. Just own it. That's us being Delulu. Yes. That's us just knowing like it's just saying like we're all imposters. You know what? We're imposters in the sense of, you know what? We're not real journalists. Okay, but we're going to own the fact that like we are journalists.
Yes, we are. Yeah, fake it till you make it.
That's it. That's what that card means. So, great card.
I do have one prediction. I think that the very wide leg pants are going out of style. I don't think we're going, not skinny jeans, but I think we're going to go a little more straight leg.
I think so too.
Yes.
I've been thinking that too, actually.
Yeah.
I'm tired of them. I think everyone's getting tired of them.
Yeah. I don't want skinny jeans though.
Like a boot cut.
Yeah. Yes. I got a boot cut on now.
Like a boot cut.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't mind a boot cut. I don't mind a boot cut. I also think that we're going to see a lot more people stepping out from following trends for fashion.
Yes.
I think that people are going to start kind of creating their own style and like stepping away from like the uniform fashion that's out there right now.
I think that that's so important because I think a lot of people, like what I've noticed is that like we always have had like trends and what's fashionable and what's in and what's not in. But I think that a lot of times we used it as an inspiration and added our own flair to that. Where I feel like lately with the kind of the clean girl aesthetic, like social media kind of like world that we live in, people are like, oh, we're wearing those jeans with that cut, with that shirt. And it's just very much like copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. Like, is it, and I see people, they're like, are we allowed to, they're like, is this in? And they mean it as in like, am I allowed to wear this? And it's like, you're allowed to wear whatever you want. You know what I mean? Take the trend and use it as inspiration, you know, because that outfit that you're being inspired by may not work on you, but you can find a way to to create a similar look with items that work for you.
Yes. You can pull from the trend. I feel like everybody's in like a uniform right now. I've been saying that for a while. It's always like the white or black t-shirt, the wide leg pants, and the
Yes, I call it conformity culture.
Damn, she's got a pro word for it.
Yes, exactly. Okay, well, that is our time for today. We can't wait to see so much more of you guys in 2026. And we have so much up our sleeves to come. So we'll see you next year.
See you next year. Oh my God, were those lame millennials saying that?
I know.
But that's such like a mom and dad joke.
I know. No, okay.
See you next week.
Okay, bye.